There was so much smoke and so much talk around Canelo.
Right.
So much smoke, so much talk around David Benavidez.
Right.
Caleb Plant.
Right.
Jaime Munguia. Even I think Andre tried to petition the WBC to make you fight him. Why then did none of those fights come to fruition?
Canelo turned the opportunity down. Munguia went with his guys. Benavidez don't have nothing to offer. He don't have no belt or nothing. And it was like me moving up outside of my weight class when I could be fighting for my belt. Why not do it in the city of Houston? I mean, it was only right. The circumstances probably evened out.
It looks like the middleweight division is in, I would say, transition.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at 154. It is like your brother, just fighter after fighter, and they all fighting each other. 168, listen, they got a number of big names. You got Benavidez, Plant, Durrell, all of these guys. Do you agree that it seems like at 160, you're there, Triple G's there, but then it's like the landscape kind of falls off.
Right, but I'll bring the heat back to the division. I'll start doing a lot more as time comes, and we'll get a chance to see the middleweight division spark back up. It's some guys that's younger that's gonna come up and give us some heat too. So I mean, the division is never dead. It's just part of the game right now. You know, you gotta have patience in boxing.
And people will probably say, why not move up there? You big guy, why not move up to 168?
I'm the champ at 160. It's only right that I stay where I'm at and continue to do what I'm doing. I reign at 160, and I got possibly the chance of just becoming like one of the best in the world, one of the greatest fighters to ever go down in history at 160. I might be able to collapse Bernard Hopkins' record.
People will look at, like, let's say, the resume, and they'll say, man, your brother is fighting some monsters. Mo, why are you not getting this opportunity to fight some of these big name people? Do you feel like your physical prime is being, let's say, wasted?
Nah.
Because not getting these big type of fights.
32 fights, 22 knockouts. It's not too much damage done. Like I said, I'm at 160. I'm the champ at 160. I'm reigning at 160. Come fight me. It's not me trying to reach out and get a fight for someone who, my brother has a hot division. And eventually, it's gonna get hotter when the smaller guys step up. But right now, I just have to continue to do what I'm doing, and that's win fights.
We mentioned Canelo, and you put it there. And, Canelo basically said no, and they offered a lot of money for Canelo, like $50 million, from my understanding, for him to fight you. Eddie Hearn came out and said, quote, Charlo hasn't earned a Canelo fight. Look at his resume. No notable wins, end quote. What'd you think when you heard that?
Eddie Hearns is doing his job exceptionally well to try to avoid fighting me. So in my case, I'm like, if you don't have any notable wins and we offer you this much money, why not take that fight? That don't make sense to me. Business is business, right? So we got to take what we got. And I mean, look, we're gonna continue to win. That's my objective, is to continue to win and continue to keep my strap.
Canelo came out and said, I'm all about challenging myself. I want legacy fights. Why don't Charlo and Benavidez fight each other? And then maybe we'll see. What do you think when you heard that?
I laugh. I'm like, oh, you trying to be a promoter now? He's trying to be a promoter? Why you won't fight me? Why you want somebody else to fight me? Why you won't fight me? I'm 32, you 32. I mean, I was at 154, Canelo was at 154. I had a belt, he had a belt. He didn't fight me. I moved up to 60 when he was at 60. He moved up. What I got to do, keep chasing him with my legacy? It is what it is. I'm going to just keep winning.
A number of people had talked about the Benavidez thing. You guys saw each other at the Aerosmith. What happened there, man?
I was walking to my city. His dad grabbed my arm, Charlo, this and that. Let's make the fight. I'm like, hey, don't touch me. The crowd gonna get kind of crazy, instigate things. Then Benavidez got up and started talking crowd like, man, sit down, dude. You ain't nobody. Like you're not gonna do nothing, Obviously, you ain't gonna do nothing. You don't really want to fight me. He probably realized how big I was, how fresh I was, freshest boxer in the world. Come on, come fight me.
Have you given up, let's say, the pursuit of Canelo, considering he said, look, I want a rematch with Bivol, and then I still definitely want that third fight with Triple G?
I wonder if they would give me a chance to fight Golovkin, and I beat Golovkin, then would Canelo try to fight me? I take that fight away while he go chase Bivol. While you chase Bivol, let me give Golovkin a tune-up. I'll be the B-side.
That'd be great, because that's a unification fight.
He want to try to be a promoter. Let's make a semifinals.
I love it. Has that been something that you've talked to your team about?
Yeah, I spoke with my team about it, but I don't really get an answer back. I don't really pick my fights. I'm not really like into that. You tell me who I fight, I'm gonna fight him.
Yeah.
As long as it makes sense to you guys, I know my team is the best. They're gonna make sure that Jermall Charlo is the best Jermall Charlo that he can be.
What do you think when Canelo says you have nothing to offer him? Do you plan on moving up to 168?
I'll move up to 168 if all goes well. Matter of fact, I can hold the belt at both divisions. That's another thing. Canelo saying that I got nothing to offer him. I got a couple fans that want to see the fight. The world want to see it. I mean, he just lost to Bivol. You want to tune up? You want to tune up?